Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. Hunter Biden agrees to plead guilty to federal tax charges. Yeah. U.S. Attorney for Delaware David Weiss said the investigation is ongoing. Yeah. What a crock of bull. This is amazing to me. Absolutely incredible to me. You know, the two-tier justice system, you'll never have a perfect system because there's humans involved. I get that. But then there's degrees. I mean, come on. What they're doing is they're showing, see, we're even-handed in the DOJ, and we're going to go after people no matter what political party or status they are. So we're going to give a guilty plea to federal tax charges, and I believe there's a weapons charge coming up when he applied for the gun. He didn't put he was addicted to crack cocaine and other substances. And so we're going to show that. So when we go after Trump, we're going to say, look how even-handed we are. What a crock of bull. Let's read on. It's disgusting. Hunter Biden has agreed to plead guilty in a federal case stemming from years-long investigation into his tax affairs. Years long? Should have taken about 2 days. 2 days and 3 agents. Fox News has confirmed the president's son will plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts of a willful failure to pay federal income tax. Hunter Biden also agreed to enter into a pretrial diversion agreement regarding a separate charge of possession of a firearm by a person who is an unlawful user or addicted to a controlled substance. Meanwhile, you've got an elderly woman, a senior, who has cancer that just walked through the door of the Capitol building on January 6th. They're denying her release. She shouldn't even be in jail. It's the one way to disintegrate a society, the quickest, is to have a flagrant two-tier justice system put in your face. This is what the supposedly progressives have been fighting for years. A two-tier justice system that goes against non-white people and blah, 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 blah. Their silence is deafening on this one. U.S. Attorney for the District of Delaware. By the way, Delaware is from where Joe Biden is from. He was a senator there for 100 years, and he's also vice president for 8. You think he might get a little leniency in his home state, which is about the size of a postage stamp? According to the tax information, Hunter Biden received taxable income in excess of $1.5 million annually in calendar years 2017 and 2018. Despite owing in excess of $100,000 in federal taxes each year, he did not pay the income tax due for either year, the office said. According to the firearm information from on or about October 12, 2018, through the 23rd of October, Hunter Biden possessed a firearm despite knowing he was an unlawful user of and addicted to a controlled substance. It's amazing to me. All that stuff in the Hunter Biden laptop, and this is what they come up with. I knew they would throw Hunter under the bus just to save his father, who is not going to end up being the candidate next year anyway. But I digress. Weiss's office said if convicted, Hunter Biden faces a maximum of 12 months in prison. That's a maximum on each of the tax charges, a total of 2 years. He'll see 0 time. Let me be more precise, 0.00. There's a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison in the firearm charge, from which he agreed to a pretrial diversion program. Such programs, according to the GEO website, divert certain offenders from traditional criminal justice processing into alternative systems of supervision and service. It's like the adults in Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Such as mental health or substance abuse treatment. So I guess that old lady that has cancer doesn't qualify? That's crazy. Those who successfully complete diversion programs, the DOJ says, see a declination of charges, dismissal or reduction of charges, or a more favorable recommendation at sentencing. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence after taking into account the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. The investigation is ongoing. Bull. Hunter's criminal counsel said, with the announcement of the two agreements between my client Hunter by the United States Attorney's Office and the District of Delaware, it is my understanding that the 5-year investigation of Hunter is resolved. Yeah, but they said it's ongoing. Somebody's not telling the truth here. Hunter will take responsibility for 2 instances of misdemeanor failure to file tax payments when due pursuant to a plea agreement. A firearm charge was to be subject to a pretrial diversion order. We all saw that. I know Hunter believes it is important to take responsibility for all those mistakes he made during the period of turmoil and addiction in his life. He looks forward to continuing his recovery and moving forward. Absolute bull. This is nuts. I'm not even going to read this whole thing. That's how aggravated I am. Fox News first reported in 2020, when Fox News used to report things, the FBI had subpoenaed a laptop and hard drive supposedly belonging to Hunter Biden in connection with a money laundering investigation. In December 2020, weeks after the 2020 presidential election, Biden publicly acknowledged he was under investigation related to his taxes. Yep, 17% of Biden voters said after the 2020 election, if we had known about the Hunter Biden laptop, we would not have voted for his father, Joe Biden. That's almost 1 in 5. Fox News first reported in 2021 that police had responded to an incident in 2018, 3 years later, when a gun owned by Hunter Biden was thrown into a trash can outside a market in Delaware. And then he just threw it away for some little kid to find. It's amazing to me. I mean, talk about reckless endangerment. A source of the knowledge in 2018 police report told Fox News and indicated that Haley Biden, the widow of President Biden's late son, Beau, who was in a relationship with Hunter at the time, threw a gun owned by Hunter into a dumpster behind a market near a school. First of all, I did have a younger brother that passed away, my baby brother. To even think about the fact that I would have a relationship, even if she was interested, in my late brother's wife, now a widow, is beyond the pale. Absolutely ridiculous. That says a lot about him, period. A firearm transaction reported reviewed by Fox News indicated that Hunter Biden purchased the gun earlier that month. In the firearm transaction report, Hunter Biden answered negative whether he was using illegal substances. Hunter Biden was discharged from the Navy in 2014 after testing positive for cocaine. Yet they go after Trump's kids. The White House reacted to the charges Tuesday morning. The president and first lady love their son. That I have no doubt about. And support him as he continues to rebuild his life. We have no further comment. Yeah, we used you for nickel-dime charges compared to what you could be charged with and threw under the bus with no jail time. You have to go through a supposedly diversion program, and you'll walk away from it all. It's amazing to me. None of the dirty money that's flowed in their accounts as well as their families' accounts over the years. It's amazing. That phone call that, by the way, when Trump talked to Zelensky concerning the money laundering schemes of the Biden family and Burisma and other Ukraine gas and oil magnates, got him an impeachment. How dare you, President Trump? Republicans in the defense of the former president zeroed in on Hunter Biden and his overseas business dealings. We all know about that. 2 impeachments, and then the J6 impeachments was just absolute total bull. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to breeze through this so that way you can stop the video if you want to read the whole article. It's just a lot to do about nothing. Why? Because what are the Republicans doing? What are they doing? Every single Republican in the House of Representatives and every single Republican in the Senate should be railing behind President Trump, but they're not. Because the Democrats stick together and the Republicans don't. That's a lot of the secret of success of the Democrat Party at the state and national level in this country. But yet the Republicans just don't learn that lesson. It's amazing to me. So there it is. He'll pay the taxes on $3 million, probably a small fee, the penalty or interest. I know people that make 10% of that have paid a lot more interest and penalty and been threatened with longer jail time, no diversion program. Can you see if, we'll say, Marjorie Taylor Greene's son had been purchased a firearm unlawfully because of his drug addiction, and then made a whole bunch of money and didn't claim it on his taxes? There's a difference between not filing and filing a false report. They would be a bloodbath for her. They would be all over it. Sometimes I just want to give up. I just want to give up doing these videos. I just want to give up fighting these morons on the left. It's just so discouraging. It's so discouraging. Swimming upstream as hard as you possibly can to beat these morons. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And now the trial date is supposedly set in August in Florida for the so-called, excuse the pun, trumped-up charges against President Trump. It'll probably be pushed back till after the election. And by the way, that trial date is like right during or just before the presidential debates for the Republican candidates. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Well, there you have it, folks. The new justice in America. Until the next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.